Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I am your Dungeon Master, AuldDragon, and the players are...
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon, who's a human fighter from an asteroid close to Brow, and the first officer.
Hi, I'm Dakami-sama, and I play Solas Abebha, who is half-elven cleric mage of Ogma.
Hey, I'm James. I play Ockar, now level 9 paladin of Tyr from Brawl.
Hello everyone, I am Salen Motor. I play Finnel'ar Mohani, a druid from Grayspace.
Hello, this is Levalithana, an elven wild mage.
Hey there, I'm Zach, and I play the character of Lafdul Moonglade, a specialty priest thief multiclassed from Realm Space. From Evermeet of all places, fancy place. You should come there sometime. Well, only the elves. Forget about the rest. His title is the Omnis Assertive Dredger because he's gonna be leading through the bodies in a very literal sense, but it's kind of like, do you know what you're doing? This could be like, it's like crossing a threshold, so to speak.
Gonna be quite gooey? Is that what you're worried about?
Something? Yeah, that's gonna be the literal sense, but I'm sure there's more of a mental backlash from this.
Oh, I can cast into cold and endure heat now. Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so, when we left off last time, just had completed fighting the Illithids. And you were now planning to separate the ships and then move them elsewhere, hopefully to be, to reduce the chances of having any other sorts of encounters.
Yeah.
Perhaps from others looking for you.
Can we get the ship weapon experts having a look at the weapons at the same time? How many did we lose? Was it one?
One of them, yeah, I mean, it had critical failure. You just need to repair it.
Can we get those? Can we get those fixed at the same time while we're doing the carpentry, or is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, basically the weapon repair is just you just can't do it in combat because it takes too long, but it's not so long that it would be a problem outside of combat.
Okay.
Probably like an hour or something.
Yeah. I think Braxon would suggest they go do that, and then we might want to get the same people to go over to the Nautiloid and fix, was it a ballista or something? One of their forward weapons broke as well.
Yeah, I think so. So you can get that repaired.
Yeah, we're going to be de-rigging him soon, but makes sense to have more weapons.
Okay, now I do want you guys to check to see on the kobolds and orcs that were on board the ship. See which ones survived. So I am going to need healing checks from Solas and Lafdul. Give me 5 each. Alright. And Lafdul?
That's a lot of successes and then 1 failure.
Yeah, the one who failed 1 is the one with a higher score. Alright, so that is 5 kobolds and 4 orcs that are still alive. They were just unconscious, rather than...
5 kobolds.
I mean, I had to use all my good skill rolls now.
Yeah, of course. That way you have none left for later.
What's the standard deal with prisoners? Do we put them to work when they're able to?
That's up to you.
Depends whether we think we can trust them.
We don't know.
Well,
I thought
supervised.
I thought our deal with prisoners is that We normally let them go because of Leva.
Well, they were under my control. I mean, generally they are hostile towards us, but they didn't know their circumstances, so they might be a bit more ambivalent, I guess.
Why don't we first talk to them, find out what they actually think
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
intend to do?
I cast Cure Moderate Wounds on myself and Leva.
You do? I thought you liked being nearly dead.
This one is for Leva.
So how was it being up close and personal? Because I had a personal experience with them.
Thank you.
And this one is for me. Yeah, not the Solas kind of thing, but well, when you must, you must.
Lafdul point us out. I mean, it's probably quite apparent to most people, but this one was quite different. Never seen one like this. He points to the other one, the other looking illithid.
Yeah, he seems to be much larger and has more tentacles.
Strange.
And it seems he's unique among the illithids we encountered.
Maybe the prisoners know something about that one.
Yeah.
I get the feeling that he was the captain of this ship.
Could be.
I guess it makes sense.
Well, if there's any sort of method that you want to try to use to determine that or anything like that, you can do so. As for talking to the orcs and kobolds, does anyone know Orcish or kobold?
Nope.
Higgins knows goblin. They might know goblin.
Braxon knows a couple of
Unco-
languages.
What about undercommon? Could try that out.
Rusty Pate?
You just go through various amounts of languages and maybe they pick up
Undercommon?
one of us.
Would they understand the illicit trade tongue?
They might, if you want to try talking
Yes.
to them in that.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it seems like they do not understand that.
How about Old Wormish?
I know
hey,
they will
could
understand
be.
There's one kobold dedicated its life.
So, did we try speaking to them in common and they didn't understand us?
Undercommon?
They do not understand that either.
Try dwarvish, elvish.
Yeah, Braxon
and
and tried Dwarvish.
Higgins knows goblin.
Leva has Rusty Pate and Old Wormish.
Braxon tries talking to the gnomes in
No.
the
Gnomes?
kobolds. He tries talking to the kobolds in particular.
Oh, such
Yeah.
a deep cut insult.
Mhm.
It's a good thing
Wow.
they don't understand it.
It's a good thing you don't have any
They're-
gnomes with you.
They're both short.
Oh.
That's prejudice.
They're both shorter than Braxon.
So yeah, it
Actually,
appears
horrible.
that none of these prisoners know the languages that you know.
Do any of our crew know any other languages?
I'm going to try thieves count.
How about we wait until tomorrow and ask casters will at least Leva can go for comprehend languages.
Let's get them some food and water.
Hmm?
Do you want to get them food and water from your stores?
Well, we can search the other ship as well. We want to recover the stuff from over there, but
Well, you need to search the other ship then.
yeah.
Which does mean that you need to indicate to me where you are trying to go and look and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. I shall move in a second. Can I just clarify something before we do any more?
Sure.
We've taken on one Gif, one elf, Oh, there was another one, wasn't there? Was it a dwarf?
Dwarf, yeah. I mean, you haven't necessarily taken them on. They're still unconscious, and I think you had them tied up.
Well, they're on our ship using up our air.
Well, right now you're all merged together, so...
Yeah.
It's a very minor thing in the grand scheme of things.
Well,
I mean,
bookkeeping.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
you don't need
well,
to. You don't
yeah.
need to do any bookkeeping until you decide whether you're taking them with you.
Yeah.
Well, if we're going to strip the ship, we'll have to take them with us.
I'm just saying. I mean,
Yeah. It would seem a bit mean to not take them with us.
It's a shame you're not neutral.
I mean, I would think even neutral people would have.
Yeah, I suppose. I would put them to like hard labor or something personally, but it's just me. Well, considering I can't understand them, I'd probably put them to not hard labor, but just usual ship stuff like cleaning the deck and moving stuff.
Right. Okay. So
We would also need a section of the ship that we need to store them in, because the crew are not going to be happy about sharing quarters.
Right. Let's get the rest of the Nautiloid searched then. If we secured these prisoners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's secure them all then, and we need to search the Nautiloid. We need to make it safe, and then we need to start getting this ram out of our ship.
Was it only Braxon that drank my temporary healing potions? No one else, according to this, has drank them, unless I didn't update it.
I
Because
haven't.
I know. The thing is, Leva went to drink, but the Terran never actually drank it because the die was never rolled. So I think she still has hers.
Okay.
I think so too.
If people want to drink them, you can have mine. Just so people are high enough.
It's probably worth you drinking your potions.
I
Lafdul,
think-
you're our expert for searching.
Yeah, I'll
Do you
drink.
wanna...
Actually, I'll drink my one because I want to make sure I'm higher if I pull off a trap. And
Yeah.
Question for Old.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah.
What would Leva see, feel, or get casting the ESP spell?
On the Kobold and Orcish prisoners.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
And the elves. And the elf.
Oh, that elf might be able to communicate.
Well, those are still unconscious because you haven't addressed them and gone to question them.
Oh, okay.
You
But,
specifically said that you wanted to question the orcs and kobolds, so I took that to mean that you woke them up.
Oh, I
If they were
mostly
unconscious.
wanted to make sure people didn't die.
I understand that. But, I mean, I also kind of figured that you'd want to search the ship first, but that's up to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Leave them
search the
sleeping.
My question was for the next day because Leva can't cast any spells at the moment anyway.
Well, best
Well,
wait till next day then.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got to search the ship first. There might be another Illithid in there waiting for us.
Don't say such things.
I have a scroll of telepathy, but that's kind of like I'd rather keep it until I learn how to make more, which I'm going to be spending time learning. These juicy corpses and their ichor and blood.
Juicy
Lafdul.
corpses.
Yeah, Lafdul's going to be squeezing them like a fruit press.
Oh, yuck. Yuck.
I suppose if we communicate with the orcs and the kobolds, we could offer them the opportunity to stay rather than come with us, but then they could talk. Whereas if we take them with us, we can drop them off somewhere safe. I don't feel it's acceptable to shoot them because
due to their circumstances.
They attacked us under the control of mind control. so we don't really have a fight with them, even though we might not be friends with them.
You get into real problems with Leva if you did that, if you shot them.
Yeah, well, that's what Braxon's saying.
Most of the good characters wouldn't want to kill prisoners anyway, because
Yeah, and leaving them here means they will be picked up by any other Illithid ships that are chasing us.
or slavers, or who knows what kind of fate.
Or they just drift away until they die.
They don't die in the Phlogiston. They go into suspended animation.
So
Oh, yeah, what
how about
happens-
we get them and we go and search the ship, and then we decide how to go on.
Let's search ship. Are you ready, Lafdul?
I have a question first. What happens to the dead? What happens to their spirit?
As far as anyone knows, dead spirits do eventually somehow make their way to.
Are they still bound
Yeah,
within the
for
Phlogiston?
No.
Yeah.
You could do some research to find out about
How long it takes?
Spelljammer undead.
Yeah.
No one. I mean, unless the creature becomes undead, there's
'cause
no
Speak with Dead
indication.
won't-
There's no. I mean, because if there was an indication, I mean, number one, the deities would let you know, do not die out there, or do this thing to save the souls of my followers if out there. It's they
bring.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They get to the afterlife.
All right. I was just wondering if there was like I obviously didn't know this, but I was thinking for Lafdul's thought process basically. Well, if I can't speak with dead because their soul is still technically trapped here, that's what he would be thinking.
Doesn't
this like a new science for him?
Doesn't the duration of that spell imply that the spirit hangs around the body for a little while? Like, can you cast Speak with Dead on a dead body that's been there for 100 years?
Very powerful priests could.
Right.
There's a certain type of priest that can speak with corpses that are dead for tens of thousands of years. There are very few of them, and they do exist within my clergy.
Okay, let's get this ship searched and see if we can find any traps or if there's any more prisoners.
Let me actually open up a few doors that don't lead anywhere problematic, shall we say.
I've got a detect magic. How many other people got detect magic?
I have detect magic.
I will have to take magic when I get out of here.
Is that going to be your one and only spell that you ever take?
Oh no, I just change it every day. I
Lafdul,
don't know what I'm gonna take.
Leva still can't cast anything.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were on the hill. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm still looking at spells.
I think we had 2 or 3 people on the helm, so we've got several spellcasters that can't do stuff.
Before we set off, Finn's going to cast Cure Moderate on Ockar and Solas, and Cure Light on Leva and Beowulf.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's good. Braxton's gone over to the deck of the Nautiloid. He's waiting for Lafdul.
So.
Oh, Braxton also
That one'll be
wants to
Ockar.
start. Braxton wants to start assessing the Nautiloid for damage. Is that easy to do from inside or outside?
I'll just have you do a roll at the end, but you will want to inspect the whole thing, so it will be at the end of searching. Let me go ahead and bring you up to the the bridge with everyone else, Braxton.
Right. Okay.
Can we quickly listen into what Finn has to say for whom he is actually
He's
casting?
typing.
Yep.
Is he? Yeah, he's okay.
All right, Leva next.
Thank you. Ha! Leva feels much better now.
And Beowulf.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Your healing's exceptionally potent today.
Yeah.
To be fair, though,
Maybe making up for those 2 ones that you had like the first time.
Oh yeah.
That,
For several
I
times.
I think it's quite clever that the druid rolls a better roll for healing the animal than the people. It's like you could almost say +1 for healing checks on creatures.
So
Yeah.
one of those is for. Gotcha.
Very first one, 5.
The one that's for Beowulf, right?
Oh yeah,
The
one of the
last
8s.
one.
No,
Okay, and
yeah,
then I'm gonna drink my temporary healing potion.
Yeah, I'll drink mine as well.
I've already used up my lay on hands helping Lafdul after he got
Yeah,
his
I
brain
almost lost.
tentacled.
Tentacled. Alright, so Leva, Higamus, and Solas have theirs left.
Leva thinks she's too well off to need to need a healing potion. But she's quite prepared. Anyone need one?
That's what they're there for. I'm going to be making more eventually. Well, it just saves up healing for tomorrow, so if you just heal up now.
Braxon, do you want the healing potion?
don't you need any?
No, I
I'll
feel
have it.
perfectly fine.
I'll have it if you're not damaged. Is there anyone worse off than me, though?
It's just-
Solas looks worse off. Solas, did you?
I'm fine at the moment.
Yes.
You look really. Your green bar looks really small.
It's halfway full, and I think it's about the same as your full bar.
Wow, just going there. How much? You got like 40 hit points now, haven't you?
43.
Like you got more
How
than me.
much?
43 at maximum.
Jeez,
Oh, you
that's
got a
almost
con
double
bonus.
my. That's almost double Eva's. Okay.
Con
You can shuffle
bonuses,
the push.
Constitution bonuses make a big difference long term. They really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have.
That's one of the reasons why Braxon is doing so much better than Higamus overall.
Leva never concentrated on her constitution. She always thought casting spells was perfect. Enough.
Wasn't it the invoker that has to have a high con?
Anyway, Braxon, do you want? If you want that, in that case, take the healing potion.
And you sure there's no one worse off than me?
There's only you and Solas.
Solus.
Okay.
I still have my own potion.
Solas has his. I'm just going to say that you have it. Whether or not you drink it is up to you.
Okay, no, I'll take it.
Where
I
did
just wanted to
Higamus'
make sure
token go anyway?
No one needed it.
Alright, 0. Braxton 6.
Basically, Solas, whenever it was fitness training, he trained for the cardio and not the muscle mass.
Aren't specialty priests in your religion like martial artists?
Braxon. Sorry?
Not really.
Thought they
Braxton.
did.
When Braxon did exercises, he did lots of stretching exercises,
Leva just walked away.
which
Am I
which
just
helped.
hold on a second? Am I just blind, or did Higamus' token go walking?
Yeah, it's gone somewhere.
Oh, there he is. I found him. I don't know where. I don't know how he got down there.
Dun dun dun. After opens up this door.
All right, hold on a second. Just want to get Higamus
Get
up there too.
everyone nice and close for a fireball.
Oh yeah. All right, just opening
Right.
it.
Yep.
Okay.
Right, let's take this temp healing potion.
I'm not saying if you're saying that out of reaction or if you're just saying that because you handled it.
The door is not locked, and it opens into a room that you'd guess is a leisure room. There are opulent plush chairs, heavy drapery, in the colors you've seen before. And you think that there are some sorts of games on the tables that are around, like perhaps some sort of board game or cards. They've been tossed about in that you'd guess due to the actual ram of this vessel into yours. But it appears to just be a leisure room.
Yeah, it's probably like a waiting room for the officers or something.
There's some sort of a aroma. It's not pleasant to you. It kind of makes you a little lightheaded in there. You think it might come from the hookahs that are in there as well.
Can we do anything to stop fumes coming out of them?
I mean, you could try smashing them and see if that worked, but it's up to you.
That's probably going to make it smell worse.
Lafdul will go over and smell. You say it makes him feel queasy, or?
Yeah, it makes you feel lightheaded, and the smell is
in a
not
good way or
pleasant
bad
to
way?
you.
Bad way.
Well, I mean, it makes you feel lightheaded, just lightheaded, not good or bad. But the smell itself is also not pleasant to you. It's not
is there
something
anything
that...
Is there anything like a blanket in the room?
I mean, there's drapery.
Yeah, you're
Braxon and say, let's put these. Well, is there a drapery you wouldn't want to keep?
This is an opulent room.
Yeah, well, we can't strip all of it.
You strip
Are
the
there any
draperies, they're worth a few hundred.
Okay.
Are there any windows?
No, there do not appear to be any.
Oh, it's not causing any harm at the moment. It's
So
fine.
this
As long
room's
as
quite
it's-
cramped, is it? Can you pick up the hookers? Are they hot?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. How are they working?
They're not hot.
Right. Braxon says, let's take him out. He's going to take him out and put him.
I mean, you didn't notice
Like
anything
over here.
outside of the room before you opened the door. You could just close the door if you want. And
No.
it doesn't seem like it's harming you. It's just not pleasant.
Okay.
Lafdul sees how they're, because he understands that a room is or instance usually has to be burnt. So he's looking for some kind of device that's heating him up, some kind of gnomish, terrible contraction.
Are we going to pull down the draperies to look behind them?
You're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I need to see whether there's salvageable wood and stuff. Braxon will get. We can't get his sword. 'Cause he
I mean,
doesn't
the best wood for you is the interior walls and the deck plating. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the exterior walls tend to be shaped, and they wouldn't be as useful for your vessel.
Could we not like straighten wood?
Braxon
and
wants
repurpose
to.
them?
I mean, you might be able to, but I mean, the thing is that you'd want to start with the interior deck plating
Yeah.
first, anyway, just because that's the best wood for you.
Braxon wants to use button. Which one is it? Button 3 on to make a spear, and not use a pointy end, but push the draperies to one side, see if there's anything
You can
hidden
use a
behind
pointy
them.
end. You don't have to cut the drapery.
Lafdul,
Yeah.
could you appraise the drapery and stuff to see whether it's worth anything?
Now that's been brought to my attention, I suppose I can.
You probably won't be as good because you don't have any additional relevant skills.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the penalty.
What's on the drapery? Does it look like weird
It's just
illicit
colors.
art?
It's just colors.
Just
It's
colours?
just selling like textiles or something.
Do you think this is illicit art or art they've taken from someone else?
I didn't say anything about art.
The draperies?
Yeah, they're solid
Well, it'd be
colors.
patterns.
You said
Oh, they're
colors.
solid colours.
Are they?
All right.
What colors? What colors are they? 'Cause the colours are usually
Pinks,
uniform.
purples, and mauves.
Oh, they're worth a fortune.
Oh, purple. Purples.
Yeah, purple would
purple's
be.
worth a lot.
Do we know that purple's worth a lot in this?
No specific colors are worth any
Ah.
particular amount. It's not. I mean, in the real world, the reason that purple is so valuable is, and it's certain shades of purple. It's because of the they came from the murex snails along the Levantine coast. So,
Yeah. Wow.
but there's a vast universe out there of sources to get, and it just kind of evens out overall for the colors.
There's no like rare color.
That's
but
true.
There is like taboos on certain colors, isn't there?
I mean, like white and black and various shades of brown and stuff like that are cheaper, but all the other colors generally just, if one place has, can only get it through a hard to get ingredient, there's probably someplace else that you can get it for cheaper, so it just evens out overall.
You can get fair free colors for minerals and stuff anyway. Alright, so how much do I
you would probably be able to fetch maybe 200 gold pieces for all this.
Yeah, so they're still worth keeping.
Definitely.
It's not like a 10 gold rag that Braxon thought they were.
Braxon didn't think it was a rag.
Don't put it onto Braxon. Don't put them for today price onto Braxon. He might lose them.
Yeah, but Braxon has no idea of what's valuable.
Braxon clearly has lost his value of clothing and cloth whenever his clothing is destroyed.
Yeah. All right, there's.
I feel like I'm being picked on.
Nah.
Nah, we wouldn't do that to you.
Alright, what were you saying?
Are those game sets, do any of them look valuable? Like, worth a couple of hundred, or they just
you're
like
not
10
familiar
gold?
with any of them? So they're not games that you're familiar with, so you really couldn't tell.
Well, just bundle them up at some point, I suppose. Alright, we're going to the next room.
Can Finn identify what was in the hookahs?
Oh yeah, can we do herbalism?
I was actually going to use my granted power.
Oh, wait.
Clever with herbalism?
Which specific granted power?
Identify plants with perfect accuracy.
Oh, that helps.
Yes.
That one you probably wouldn't be able to use because you're not looking at the plants themselves.
What about herbalism?
But I will
Alchemy.
allow, since Finn is the one who thought of it, I will let him roll herbalism, since he is the one that thought of it.
Okay.
Go on, mighty. What's the herbalism like? 6?
Lafdul, you're gonna influence him.
It's awful.
Okay. You think that what's inside is a fungal extract, some sort of oil, and while heating it would speed up the process of it evaporating and stuff like that, it just has a natural evaporative property. So even cold and here in the phlogiston, it would still get some of the same effect as if you heated it. You would guess that based on what you're seeing, it's not a something that you're precisely familiar with, but you'd guess it's some sort of underground fungus that is a source of this stuff.
I'm
Hey,
sure
Finn.
it's not very good for your lungs.
Did you memorize heat metal?
Not this time around.
Oh, every time you've come into a game, you've always seemingly wanted to cast it. I just assumed. All right, should we go downstairs, I guess, or can we go upstairs?
Are there other rooms here?
There's
What's
the stairs up here, but you've already had people up there, and it's just an observation area. There's a ladder here that leads to a platform up above, and then there's a ladder on top of that platform that leads up to the very top of the.
Did we get that high? I don't think we did.
No, you didn't.
After's gonna go up there and see
Right.
if you can see anything.
Let's go up.
Leva will
Brax.
follow.
Okay,
Well,
it's
we only need
it's
a couple people.
it's a tight area. I can move you guys all to the lair if you just want to see what's there.
Braxon want to go up in case there's anything there that needs fighting.
You'd probably see if there was anything that needs fighting, but
Did Verado just go downstairs?
no, I just moved her.
Okay.
All right, so Lafdul climbs up this ladder. Right there, those are the 5 seats. They are clearly designed to be comfortable when sitting in, and they're arranged in a circle on that platform. And there is a ladder over here leading up. You can see over to the other, forward portion. There are windows that give a good vantage view out front, and right now of your vessel.
Braxon wants to
the
take
series helms.
Braxon wants to take a look at one of these helms to see how easy it will be to dismount.
It wouldn't be too difficult to dismount them.
I'm belting them or something.
Yeah, just wants to work out how long it would take.
You could get that done. You can get that done in the same amount of time it takes you to get your ship detached.
Ah, right. Okay.
I go up again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me move you guys up here.
Oh, so we would have seen this from below.
Yeah, and I did describe it from below. That he was looking down over a platform. This is where where he fell from, like right down here.
Ah, right.
Up here on this platform, there is a seat at the end.
Interesting.
I guess Lafdul would be collecting his arrows, even though he's already rode for it. But
So,
there's arrows that were shot around here.
Lafdul, do you think that's another series helm?
Just looks like a good seat to me. I don't know. I'm no helmsman.
This back area has a comfortable chair and table. There's a small hookah and a small bookshelf as well. And 2 large cushions are also in the corner.
Books.
I look at the books, but I don't touch them. I just look at the labels.
The spines have kind of raised symbols on them.
Braille scripts.
Can Braxon pop up?
Yeah.
Braxon wants to look at the cushions.
Okay.
Do they look like they're nice?
Pretty nice. There's indentations in the center where clearly something was resting.
Try sitting on it, see what happens. Might be comfortable.
They're not that big. They're clearly not designed for a humanoid to sit on.
Oh, are they for kneeling?
Maybe.
Like people kneel down on cushions for praying in some places.
I mean, they don't seem to be oriented around anything iconographic.
Yeah. What's your left or worth money?
Everything's worth money.
Braxton's going to look over the balcony here to see if there's anyone below.
Well, the rest of your party is down below.
Lafdul shouts down.
No, but are they?
Lever and Solas says, "There's books up here. I can't read them now."
Ooh, I will be interested in those books.
I climb down. I'd let Lever and Solas go because it's probably cramped up here.
Braxton's gonna pick up the 2 cushions.
Okay.
And lean over the balcony and say, "Does anyone want some cushions?"
Just drop them down.
Yeah. Well, I can either drop them down on the people below or throw them in the middle.
They're cushions.
Yeah.
Just say, watch your head, some cushions falling down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might brain someone. Yeah, they're definitely heavy Heavy cushions.
Considering how nearly dead some of us were at one point.
Dropping a cushion from up there would not even cause 1 point of damage. It's not how cushions work.
No, it lands in your face. You don't see where you're stepping. You trip up. You fall over the balcony.
I don't know. I could see we might need to write sage advice about this.
There's a lot of blood on the floor and stuff, slippery and.
Yeah,
There's a lot
Braxton
of-
will throw.
Instructions on how to use a cushion.
Braxton will throw down the 2 cushions.
Alright.
And say, I don't know if you want to. Has anyone got one of those magical detection things for checking these books?
Yeah, well. Yeah, but I'm going to save it for the chests.
Okay.
Not today.
I have one, Solas has one, but we need to find
Right.
out where all the chests are. So see if
Okay,
we need multiple castings.
Solas, Leva, you're the book experts. I can take these books out and see if they blow me up, or I can leave them here.
I
Even
don't even
there
think they
for the
would trap
moment.
their own books.
They might trap their own books.
With
Will we come
fire-based
back here
spell.
tomorrow? I would think so.
We're not. We're going to be de-rigging the ship. If you want me to leave the ladders up to here, I can do that. But we'll be abandoning this fairly soon.
What's fairly soon? Today, tomorrow, in 2 days?
What we're going to do once we finish searching the ship is we're going to disentangle our ship from this ship. Then we're going to mount the small helm from our flitter on this ship and move away from that crystal sphere portal, because anything could come through there anytime. And then we're going to start stripping out some wood while we do some other stuff on our ship. I haven't worked out how much wood I can pull out yet.
Or we can go back home.
Then we're going to be abandoning this ship. So we're not abandoning it immediately, but if you want to come up here, if there's books you think we can get out. Lafdul, did you check the books for traps? Or is that not something that works?
I mean,
We
I
can do
could.
that tomorrow too. If everything you described shows us that we have a little bit of time to come back here.
When it's like a secret room, I often do suspect a trap, but this, it hunches, I don't think it's trapped. Just don't leave the books.
You want us to stay with the ship for a day? I'll
Not
get
for a
more
day.
wood out.
No,
Well-
I'm not about the books, just pull them out.
Never's saying we'll come back tomorrow. All right.
8 hours. after
Braxton's
sleep.
gonna pull out a book.
Don't read it, just pull it out. And
Yeah, I
just
know he's gonna pull out a
handle-
book.
Put them into a sack and lower them down.
Do we have sacks?
There's
And there's
probably
about-
food sacks.
There's
around.
about a dozen books in total.
Yeah. Are any of these books? Braxton to take out a book and put it to the other side, and then take out another book.
Are you going to do that in a process until you get them all out?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing happens when you do so.
Okay. Looks like the books are okay. I'll need something to tie these into, and then we can lower them down.
You
Or I
just,
can leave it to you guys. Looks like they're not trapped.
we
I'll
can
leave
say
it to
we
you.
get the books down. I don't think we need a process. We carry.
Well, how
books
big?
down.
How big is the staircase ladder? Board?
I mean, it's big enough that you could probably carry two as you
We got backpacks.
climb down. But again, yeah, you've got at least 8 hours here.
All right.
We can just shove a load of books in the backpack. Go down.
Okay.
Grab some more. Go down again.
Then let's do that.
We do not have to roleplay every detail of this operation.
Yeah. Yes.
Well,
Kind
every
of
single
meaning.
time we go up the ladder and take a book, and
Yeah. They might have blown up.
That's because of the last thing.
Yeah. That's the amazing exploding books.
that's the end of the series, you mean? And then everybody was blown up as they took the books down for the second time down the ladders.
You'd think the players would have learned their mistakes.
Okay.
Alright, Lafdul goes down to the original level when we entered into the ship.
All right, hold
Where
on a
the
second.
two rooms were.
Hold on.
You made yourself awkward because you're half in that thing.
Yeah, Braxon just disappeared out the side of the ship. He found the emergency exit.
All right, so you're back here.
Down again.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep going down. All right.
Mm-hmm. With Higamus.
Yeah, I think the basement's going to be where they keep the slaves, maybe. Ah, catapult.
Lafdul said there were a couple of rooms up there. I've already searched them.
All right.
There's a couple of chests in them. I was just looking for people.
Long corridor.
before I
Did
went
you
up.
look? Did you look in this room?
Yeah, I looked in all. That's just a storeroom. And these were the 2 officer rooms.
Braxton's looking for tools or anything, and he's only having a quick look, and he's also looking for ship damage.
I didn't look for a ship log, but I don't think it's going to be in a language you can read. Unless the GIF might have been...
So,
as a captain.
this room is specifically sail storage, so there are tools in there. There's rope, just general stuff that you would use to, to repair rigging, replace rigging, all that sort of thing. So,
all right, Braxton's gonna. What's in these other 2 rooms?
all right, so Lafdul points them out. This room at the back. That's an opulent bedchamber. So there's more drapery in the shades of purple, pink, and mauve. Large bed, a couch, a hookah. There's a large bookshelf on one wall, filled with more of those books like the ones up above. And there is a large chest at the foot of the bed.
Right.
It appears to be locked and bolted to the floor.
That's one of the chests he wanted moved off the floor. Okay.
Well, depending on how far away each chest is from each other.
Or Braxton says we could cut through these floorboards and move the chest. How many other chests did you find?
There's one more here.
Right.
And that is another bedroom, not quite as opulent.
Yeah.
How big are the beds? Or cots? Or
they're big, comfortable beds.
Are they big enough for a GIF?
No, not sized for a GIF.
No.
Sized for something about human-sized.
They are the beds for the illithid.
Yeah, probably. But this GIF was acting like a captain, so to speak, so I'm wondering if he has a quarters, because anything he writes might be in GIF or comp or something.
He might have been acting like a captain, but I'm not sure they treated him as a captain.
You never know.
He might have been a captain on someone else's ship, and he thought he was still on his ship.
There's 2 chests. What's downstairs?
The chest in here is also locked.
Okay. Braxton wants to quickly run out the front and call over to one of our crewmen and say, we've got a room in here, this floor, down the corridor, first on the left. It's got sails and other supplies. I want 5 men to come over here and start offloading stuff. Get it back to our ship, please.
Okay. All right, so some of the crew come over to start carting the sails and things. They go through it, and some of the stuff would not be fit for your ship, just based on like the size and stuff like that. So they leave that and they just take the stuff that would be useful for you.
Scavenge room.
Cool.
Well, yeah, we go downstairs.
Is there not anything in this room? Oh, we went in that room.
Yeah, is that a room?
Yeah, that's a room.
There's a door there.
You're telling me Lafdul missed that one room?
Yeah.
You're terrible. All right, Lafdul, missed the door.
Can you not see that there was an
outgrowth
there that? All right.
Lafdul would have checked it otherwise. Lafdul was checking all the rooms before entering combat.
Poor old Lafdul.
Clearly not.
He's never been good at seeing things since he got knocked on the head that time.
Yeah, apparently not.
All right. There's a large table in there that's you recognize that as appropriate for doing navigational calculations. There's a
A
folding
charter room.
cabinet-like structure on one wall.
Oh, Braxon
Right.
says no one touch the table. Let's go over, have a look, see if there's any charts or anything on it.
Yeah, I was going to call Higamus over. Or you and Higamus.
Yeah, well, Higamus knows better than me.
You'll
There
learn,
aren't
man.
any charts on the table.
Do they have anything in here like a plan chest or a load of tubes? That
A
might have
folding
maps?
cabinet-like structure, as I just said.
Ah, sorry. Folding cabinet.
Yeah, so basically it folds out to give you access to the stuff.
Oh, right. Okay.
You can unfold
Braxton
it.
says to Lafdul, do you think that's got traps?
Unlikely.
Okay. Do you want to step back? I'll try and open it.
It's just how these ships are designed.
Braxton opens the folding cabinet and dies as it eats him because it's a mimic.
Alright. Inside that are a series of at least a dozen thick, heavy sheets on some. It's more like card than paper in its thickness. And there's nothing like written on it in ink. It's all raised
Braille.
raised
Oh,
bumps
right.
and symbols.
Do
Yeah.
we know if read languages would... Is that a language? Written language, I guess, what it is.
Braxton wants to put one on the table and then scoots down and see if he can see the shadows and see if it's recognizable as a star chart.
Well, if it's raised, put a piece of paper on top and what's the word? Sort of.
Do we know about the Braille language in general in AD&D?
I mean, there's
We
no
rule like
braille,
mods on
braille.
like
Might
the
not be.
equivalent.
I reckon if we have a light off to one side, the raised bumps will make a shadow.
They're not raised that much. You'd have to have a very small but bright light to get discernible shadows.
Right.
Never.
So
And you don't see any devices in here for creating such a light.
Is it
Yeah.
encrypted?
oh, how much can she actually see? But yeah, okay.
I mean, you can see that there's raised sections, but they don't mean much to you because they don't. There's not a whole lot of contrast between the raised sections and the paper.
So can she check with encryption,
You can roll.
cryptography?
Yeah, you study it for a few minutes, and nothing is jumping out at you as being a cipher or anything like that.
Doesn't look
Right.
like it.
Braxton wants to lift it up and look through it in case there's holes in it.
But Solas,
There are no holes in it.
are you prepared to sacrifice a few pieces of paper so we could actually, with a pen, go across,
You mean trace it?
trace it?
Wouldn't it be done with pencil?
I'm not sure if that'll work. You might want to. Hey, we
It's
put some.
well,
we put
if
some.
if it's slightly raised, it will work. There's
Yeah, but we're flattening it down when we draw on the paper. What about we put some dirt on
We
it, blow the dirt off?
She's talking about making a rubbing, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah, but you need some kind of like graphite or lead or some kind of fine material.
Well, that's why I'm talking to Solas.
I mean, you can use charcoal for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, charcoal will work, I guess.
I say
Anything
we
will do that will make anything grey or any coloured pattern on
No,
top.
charcoal would definitely suit purposes for this.
charcoal might flatten down the bumps though.
No, it doesn't, because you
If
don't
you do
need
it carefully.
you don't actually need to put on much pressure. You see, you can do that very lightly. without
Yeah.
pressing down on these things at all.
We can do an
Yeah,
experiment. Check a corner, see if it does actually flatten down, just to rule that out.
Hey,
And just
I
to
wonder if
keep
this
in mind,
table-
just as a side note, I would imagine that most of the paper that Solas has right now is like suited in size for a like bookbinding and stuff like that. These are a lot bigger than that.
I wonder if this table does anything with these maps. Braxon's going to compare the size of the map to the table, and he's going to have a look around the table, see if there's any buttons or anything.
Old?
Yeah.
We did collect quite a bit of paper on a few places with nothing to do with Solas.
Well, I'm just saying that the paper that you have is very likely, because he's never told me that he's specifically making sheets large enough for, this size.
I think he
So
made.
I mean, what I'm indicating
we would
is
have
that you
to
would
use multiple sheets.
right. You would need to use multiple sheets to get a rubbing of the full thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
just
that's
so
not
you're
a
aware.
problem.
Just so you're aware.
Yes.
Okay.
I still think we could put something on it like ash, and then gently lift it. See if we can get the ash to stick on the bumps.
We'll stick on.
If you just sprinkle ash on top, then you don't get anything on the bumps at all, because that's no pressure whatsoever. That's why you have to have something like a charcoal or anything that you can rub over the paper.
Braxton's going to turn the paper over and see if the bumps are holes on the other side.
I thought you already picked it up and looked to see if there was light that came through.
No, sorry. What I mean is the raised bits on one side of the paper, are they dense on the other side?
Yeah.
Right. So Braxton says, look, on this side, the bumps are dense. So if we put some dust on here and then we blow the dust off, the dust might stay in the holes, in the little grooves.
That will help in what way?
Then we can see the pattern. We could also then put a piece of paper onto it and turn over and get the shape of the dirt to come out on the paper.
Silly question. Do we need to do this now?
We don't know. Braxton puts a bit of paper in there and says, let's get this box over to our ship.
There's no box that you can get over to your ship. It's built into the wall.
Can we just roll
okay.
up the paper?
You can try rolling it up, yeah.
We say try. Can we do it in such a way that it doesn't break the paper? Is it strong enough?
They were laid flat in there, so
Let's
carry them over flat.
Let's get something we can.
I mean, again, like I said, you could try rolling it up. Since they weren't rolled up, you don't know what's going to happen, but you can try it.
No, don't roll them
I'm
up.
not saying one way or the other whether that's going to be bad or not.
Do we have anything like a plan chest for our own maps?
Yeah, but most of yours are rolled up.
Actually, how far does my ring of telekinesis reach? I might just be able to hover over to the other ship.
Yeah, one at a time though.
Yeah, 10 yards.
I mean, you could probably have one of you carry them all together as just holding them in each hand and walk them over if you want.
Yeah, we could do that or whatever. It's as long as we're able to do it without destroying them.
Let's get
again.
let's get our crew to help us take stuff over.
All right. So you cart them over to your vessel?
Yeah.
All right.
I suggest in the future we get like a bag for carrying charts.
Yeah, no bag's going to be big enough in the hull. I mean, giant scroll tube.
Yeah, something.
Well, I mean, a scroll tube would require you to roll them up, and as soon as I said you could try, you're like, oh, nope.
You said it was card. It's going to indent.
I think we might also be able to get a flat bag for putting maps into without rolling.
This could be awkward to carry.
We'll only use it for carrying maps.
Between ships?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
We could eventually unbolt this folding table and put it in ours. It might be useful.
No. The cabinet is built into the wall.
Yeah.
You would have to dismantle the wall.
We're dismantling the ship.
No, Braxon's taking planks, basically.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's going to include some of the walls. But what I mean is like this is a built-in structure. It'd be like you would have to like rebuild a section of your own vessel to incorporate this into your vessel.
That sounds like a hobby project for you, Braxon.
I'm more interested in getting planks that we can use to repair hull points at the moment.
Wow, do you not do anything for fun?
Well, I might learn more artistic carpentry in the future. Certainly, it would be useful for us to have a plan chest.
No, I just thought it was quite smart how it folds up and stuff. We don't have anything like that.
No?
Save space. Should we go down? Is there a way down? Is that a storage hold, I guess?
This leads into the hold, and there are stairs down here.
You go down the stairs.
Yeah, you can.
Yep.
Okay.
Check the storage. I'm guessing they're going to be like crew bunks or something.
Yeah,
really? I got to go down again?
Yep. So that is an entirely enclosed staircase, and you are pretty sure it's going down 2 levels. Gonna continue down.
As I'm going down, I say to Lava, "Could you check the walls as I go down?" So
I'm coming down too.
Kind of like secret, hidden level.
Yes.
On this level.
Where do I need to go to?
I'm like, I don't necessarily need to move everyone to the intermediary stage if everyone is just continuing down, so...
Yeah, I'm continuing down, but I'm saying for Leva to stay up on this level to search the area for secret doors. Maybe someone else could join ours. Elves are generally better at that, so...
Alright, so Braxon follows you down.
Oh, I found the prison. Or crew decks.
Ah. Right. Oh, so cells. Right.
Alright, Lafdul, it's not too loudly, he says in common, I guess. Is there anyone alive down here?
Alright, hold on a second, I'll just bring everyone else down there with you.
Well, I say
I understand. The Leva is checking the walls as you're going. Leva, you follow down afterwards, looking at the walls, and you do not notice anything unusual on the walls coming down.
Just seemed like a good area to hide a secret level.
Are these doors locked?
No, they are not.
Is
Are
this
they
one
bolted
locked?
or anything?
They can be, but they're not right now.
Right.
There's 2 locked doors, isn't there?
Well, there's 2 closed doors.
Alright, Lafdul knocks on one of the doors. Anyone in there?
You get no response. You do see in the in these small chambers, they're rather dirty. There are triple bunks, and they're
Kobolds.
all pretty small.
Yeah, kobolds are living down there. Alright, Lafdul opens up the door.
This one down here.
Yeah. Is it locked? Do we find any keys on the elephants? Because there were 2 chests and they were both locked. One would assume the elephants had keys on them.
The door appears to be barred from the inside.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. I.e. from the other side.
Alright, let's try up here. We'll go back. There's probably a one-way passageway, maybe. What about up here?
That one appears to be open.
I open it. Dun dun dun. What's new?
Okay. That appears to be a guard room and storage room. There are racks on the walls for spears and bows. There are some spare arrows, but there aren't any. There's just a handful of spears and bows, and they match the ones that the kobolds had.
Oh, about this door, does it look locked?
It can be barred from the inside, but it is not currently.
I bar and I open it. I guess if it's not barred, I just open it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it goes around by the looks of it.
Alright, you see
Lafdul.
the mechanism for a jettison. There is ammo there for the jettison, as well as piles of garbage that you would guess would normally be jettisoned at some point, but it hasn't been yet. And there's also tables that appear to be designed for food preparation as well.
What's downwards?
It's just more storage. There's ammo for catapults and ballista there as well.
Right.
So it looks like there's a jettison back here. It's a bit unusual that this door's barred. Can we search the walls for another entrance?
Sure.
How about this door that Braxon's in front of? Is that barred?
This one?
Yeah.
You just got to move your character down.
Yeah.
Dynamic shadows.
No, I was just seeing if it's locked.
No,
It's
they're
not,
they're
'cause
all
it's open.
Yeah, they're all open.
You can
They're
go
all
in it,
open
see?
except the one.
Move your character.
Yeah, I know. Well, you're doing the searching, aren't you?
No. Well, I'm not
Alright.
actually searching because I don't believe any of it's trapped, other than the chests.
All right then. Braxton will go in and have a look.
All right.
Doesn't look very
Well,
big.
I'm not trying to come off as dismissive if that's what you're getting from me. I'm
No.
just
Is there any cracks or narrow holes or narrow cracks in the barred doorway?
Not sure exactly what you're talking about.
I could cast my wraith form that would allow me to go through narrow cracks and small holes.
You could probably get underneath the door. This door
Doesn't
here, if you did that.
that spell not work in the phlogiston?
It's alteration illusion.
It still might not work. Let me actually double check.
Yeah, because you go to the ethereal plane.
No, etherealness is the spell that goes to ethereal plane. Wraith form basically changes me to semi-wraith for a moment. I'm
Yeah,
invisible to undead and such.
No, but he makes a point that might be. What level is it?
Your third.
It's third level spell.
All right, give me a second. The spell
It
fails if
basically makes
cast in the
wizard and-
phlogiston.
Wizard and his gear become insubstantial.
Yeah, the spell
state.
fails if cast in the phlogiston. A caster in
It
wraith
states
form
that.
cannot enter the phlogiston.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of those sort of spells don't work.
Now, other than that, if you could cast it, yeah, you could get under that door.
Any kind of like air form would probably work.
Do you want me to have a look? See, Braxton's going to come down and have a look at that door, see if we can pop the hinges off.
The hinges are on the inside, so no, you cannot.
Do I know? Could I take an educated guess how that's barred? Is it the same kind of barring as this one? If upon an educated guess, could I work that out with Solas? Because if it
Give me an
is, I can
intelligence
just use
check.
my guard power. Yeah.
Yeah, the doors are very similar, and you would guess that they're of a similar construction.
Do I know if my knot can unbar something? Does it lift up the bar?
I believe it can pop the bar off.
Can I attempt to use my granted power of knock to open the door?
Sure.
And I will do so.
Okay. You hear a clatter from the other side and push open the door? Or try pushing open the door?
Well, it's probably in the way slightly now, but you push it aside.
Okay.
Right, that works.
That is indeed another guard room. And there are more weapons there for spears and armor. And clearly there's more spots for these items than there are items, so they've been issued to the...
It's a bit odd how this room was barred from the inside. We should search this room for an alternate entrance or something.
There's a door down here. I think you just can't see it because of the... the way that the...
Right, this one I am going to search for traps.
Okay. That one can be barred as well, but it is not currently barred. Just as an FYI.
I search traps and I attempt to open it.
Alright. You do not detect any traps on that door.
Braxon wants to look at the floor in this room. Does it look nicer than the other rooms?
The guard room?
Yeah, Braxon's wondering if the other rooms are slave quarters and this is where guards live and lock themselves in.
Probably where the GIF.
This chamber is not designed for living. It's designed for as a guard room.
Right. Yeah. So if the slaves escape, they can lock themselves in here.
Well, I mean, the door can be barred, keeping them inside that chamber there. I mean, the only difference in the floors is that these aren't... The guard rooms aren't quite as dirty. Alright, so Lafdul, you did not find a trap. You want to open it?
Yeah. There's like a whole new section of ship down here. Oh, there's a stair. I hate you all. See what I mean by hidden staircases?
Oh, this must be going.
I seriously hate him. I really do.
There's doors.
I was waiting for that. It's almost as if there are multiple ways in places.
Frustration now.
Braxon calls back and says that there might be more slaves down here. It's like another level.
It's almost as if whoever or whatever is kept down here or lives down here wants to be isolated from the slave quarters. Alright, so you want to check that first door? Just open it?
Yeah, I'm just opening them.
Okay.
I see 3 doors and then a staircase.
Yeah, the staircase goes up.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes up.
Old was.
Yeah.
You changed your headset.
Me?
I think
it
it
sounded different.
I think it was just had his
fine now.
Mouth over, I mean, his hand over it, or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, so you open that first door, and
standard quarters.
There are bunks in that chamber. It is clean and well kept. There are tools for servicing weapons and armor, and there is a chest in the far corner of the room, a single chest.
I call down Ockar. I say, Ockar, this might be a room of interest to you. There's like an armor smithing table here.
Well, not armor smithing. It's tools for just like maintaining
repair.
Not
a craftsman room or something. I don't know. I mean, he's more of an expert of that kind of room. I haven't looked at the chest.
Guess I can take a look around in it.
Yeah.
You want me to roll anything?
No, it's just something that might be of interest to you, that's all.
Well, I'm asking y'all if there's anything I need to roll or anything, or do I just take a look around?
Depends on what you want to do. If you just want to look around, you can just look around.
I'll just
Look
look
at
around.
the tools any particular. Are they any good, or are they just standard tools
Yeah,
that
I'll
you
just
would
roll.
use?
They're
I'll
pretty
roll
standard
more.
tools.
Yeah, okay, they're pretty standard tools. I just say that.
These rooms are very dark.
Is it made for a dwarf? Is it dwarf size?
Hold on, I
Room.
think that you don't have the your infravision.
He's got a belt. That doesn't. Because he gave the iron stone to Finnel'ar.
Yep.
Aha!
Sorry.
That's okay. I can't seem to get through this second door.
Because it hasn't been opened yet.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I mean, no one has said that they're opening it, and there's still a room to look at.
Yeah, Lafdul would like to open this as Ockar goes through this room. I haven't touched a chest. I suggest don't touch a chest.
No.
I was wondering if it was sized like the dwarf. It's probably stereotypical, but I assume the dwarf was like the armor of the ship.
This chamber has bunks.
Like
It has 10 bunks in it.
Oh,
Right.
orcs maybe. I don't know.
The good news is Braxon is cured of his fascination for looking under bunks.
So that chamber, this next one that you've opened up, Lafdul, there are 3 beds in this room, a small table with 4 comfortable chairs, and you can see peeking out from underneath the beds some small chests.
Oh, the inner Braxon in me has noticed the chests underneath the bed.
Did the beds look any good?
They're pretty standard fare. They look like they might be comfortable.
Those chests, they're not bolted. They can just be pulled out, can't they?
Yeah.
Alright, we pull out the chests. We'll bring them up to the other officer rooms, and we'll just dump the chests there, because that's going to be where we're opening all the chests.
Yeah.
Because I cast Detect Magic with all the chests in that area.
Okay.
Is this chest in this room, is this mounted to the floor? Can it be lifted?
That one is mounted to the floor.
Okay.
There's one.
Braxton's counting the floorboards around these chests.
Well, it's only this one.
No, there's 2 upstairs that are nailed to the floor as well.
That's, in general, that's the area we're going to be opening all these chests. It's just this one here.
No, you don't understand. Braxton wants to see how many floorboards to chop out to lift the chests. Because we're not keeping the ship. Because it's attached to the floor, so either we unbolt it from the floor if we can, or we just cut through the floorboards.
I was going to open up all the chests in there. I just don't want to cast Detect Magic and run from room to room.
Yeah, so the chest is attached to the floor. Yeah?
Well, we don't have to remove those chests, just those 2. Everything else.
No. Well, we can move them. Then you can use your spell.
They're right next to each other.
There's 2 upstairs, isn't there?
Yeah, they're right next to each other.
And there's one down here.
Yeah, the one down here needs to be moved, not the ones up there.
Okay, fair enough. That's a good point.
That area is going to be the search through chests.
Right, got you.
Area.
Yep. So I only have to cut these 2 off the floor. Got you.
Well, I think it's just the one, isn't it? Because the ones under the bed can be dragged out underneath the bed.
Yep.
Alright, so is there anything else in this room? Just the bunks and chests under the bunks?
Yep.
Is that 2 or 3 more rooms?
There's 3 more.
Because that one looks a bit faded.
And as the corridor turns around the corner there, there are paintings on this section of the wall, the corridor, of elaborate underground spiraled buildings that seem to kind of glisten in an artificial light.
Is that Glomos?
Well, I mean, like, they're painted to make it look like they're glistening in artificial light. They don't seem unusual, other than the content. They don't seem unusual in any way.
I am actually going to search the traps on it, on this odd-looking painting.
It's multiple paintings.
Oh.
Right. These might be identifiable.
Yeah, but I can't tell if they're artistry or...
It's painting, it's art, isn't it?
Is there anything fancy about the doors?
About the doors? Not really.
Yeah.
You don't find any traps on the paintings in the corridor.
I take them off. Can they be dismounted?
Yeah,
frames
it's
bolted,
gonna.
or-
They're not just like hanging on the wall.
Yeah, I
But
suppose
they
it
would
would
need
be
to be dismounted. But it doesn't look like it would take too long. They're just mounted in such a way so that ramming another ship isn't going to cause them to fall off.
Right. Makes sense.
All right. So what are you doing now?
Well, can we go in this forward room?
Yeah, sorry. There's other things happening at the same time.
Braxon wants to see if this leads to the ram.
I have zoomed out for some reason. I can't find the count now. Yeah.
I mean, you need to tell me which door you want to go into. There's
I
three
was on the
doors.
other side of the map. I had to re-scroll. I will
that's
not
fine.
go down the south one.
All right. Okay. That chamber also has 3 beds in it. And very similar to the other chamber that you were just in, there's a table with 4 chairs around it, and each of the beds has a small chest beneath it.
These are draggable chests. We can move those chests upstairs.
Yeah. Let's drag all the chests out and leave them near the door.
Yeah, so we've
Braxon
got
wants
like
to go to the front of this room and tap on the wall. He's trying to see if he can feel.
There is
anything
another
that's
room
around.
on the other side of the corridor. It's a bit faded. You can't see the door very well.
So it sounds pretty solid on the other side there,
Right.
Braxon.
You on about this side?
No, I
No,
think he was
we're near the front. He's basically trying to work out if he can do anything like just cut the ram off from inside easily.
Oh, sorry. This was a... Oh. Alright. Sorry.
You in the other room?
No, I've not gone in. Should we... Yeah, we'll do this room down here, I guess.
All right.
It's just...
Okay, and once again, 3 more beds, small table with 4 chairs, and chests underneath the beds.
Alright, in the last room. We're grabbing all the chests, so we're all going to drag them up.
I think
Apart from the one that's bolted.
you're going to have to do that later, because you all cannot carry all of these chests right now.
Yeah, that's...
Braxon wants to drag the chests to the door and leave them propping the door open for both these front rooms.
Shocker of shockers, that room also has 3 beds. Small table, 4 chairs, small chests under each bed.
Alright, we've... While people are ferrying all these chests... We got 2 detect magics, don't we? I've got one, Solas has got one. You
can logically deduce that these were the Illithid crew chambers.
Yeah, I figured.
Braxon is literally going to pull all these rooms and the one behind. He's going to pull the chests to the doors, and then he's going to send some crew down to pick up the chests and bring them out. I don't know if we want tables and chairs. That seems a bit excessive, but...
Well, I was only caring about the chests for the moment. We can search about the rest of the stuff. I want to search for trap. Solas, you have a detect magic, don't you? And I've got one. Is that correct?
I have 1 detect magic.
Alright. I am going to use my detect magic, and I'm going to cast it and search the chest to see if it's magically.
Oh, hang on. If you're going to do that, let's drag all the other chests in.
No, because we're going to. I'm just doing it for this one, because this one cannot be moved.
Yeah.
Then we're going to use the other detect magic with all the chests upstairs.
Yeah, but if you're going to blow the detect magic here, you could use it on all the other chests down here, couldn't you? Before it runs out.
I suppose.
Let's bring all these chests. It's about.
They're within walking distance.
They're very much within walking distance.
All right then.
Are any of the chests magical?
Nope. You are detecting no magic from any of those chests.
Are they metal chests? They're wooden chests.
They're wood.
Alright, so my detect magic usually detects 3 wood, I think.
Of certain thickness, yeah.
Do they look too thick that my detect magic couldn't pierce through?
That
A hedge
is
guess?
almost impossible to determine without opening them.
Yeah. I'm going to try my luck and hope that one chest is not trapped and try and open one of them. Just lift it up. Open it.
One of the ones that was not nailed down, or the one that is in this chamber?
The one that isn't.
What?
I just
the one that
open
is,
it.
or one of the many that is not?
One of the many.
Okay. It's locked.
I go for each chest systematically, they're all locked.
All of the ones that you got from these rooms, these other rooms are locked, yes.
Can you guys look for keys while I search traps on this chest?
I need
Bolted
to
one.
make an assessment of how much damage is on a ship, and then
Wow.
start supervising the repairs.
There are
But
other party members.
I can carry some of these chests upstairs and put them on our ship.
No, don't put them on our ship. Put them in the Illithid quarters, the officer quarters.
Yeah.
Where the 2 bolted down chests are.
Yeah. And like I said before, we can cut these chests off the floor if necessary.
I'm searching for traps in this one.
On the one that's bolted down over here?
Uh-huh.
Alright. You do not detect any traps, and it appears to be latched, not locked.
I am latching.
Okay. Do you want to then open it?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing happens when you open it. Inside, you find some additional tools and some sacks of coinage.
Well, I guess we just carry the contents out.
Well, the additional tools, there's also some like spare equipment and stuff like that. It's all mundane and boring.
How long did it take for me to undo?
Well, it took you 10 minutes to search for traps.
Yeah, did it actually take 10 minutes? It's 1d10.
No, it's 1d10 for opening locks. It's 10 for searching.
Oh, alright, then my detect magic's gone. I actually didn't know that. Oh well. How thick was the wood? It's quite thick, I'd say.
Not that thick.
Oh.
More tools.
Yeah, I was wondering if the tools are magical, but...
So you're going to go through the sacks of coinage?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys ready to take this down?
Let me see if I can find a place in the dock, unless someone else wants to do it. Shall I write in the old dock?
I mean, you can write down on a notepad and transfer it later if you want. You just need to take down some numbers. Alright, someone just take it down then.
Yeah, hang on. Just finding the sheet.
Right, but like we're waiting.
Yep.
All right.
I've found a place.
881 gold pieces.
Uh-huh.
224 silver pieces.
221.
224.
224 silver pieces. Yeah.
1,431 copper pieces.
1,431 copper pieces.
That's what you find in that chest.
Right. The stuff like tools, are you going to give that stuff to us?
No, because they're just generic boring tools.
So it was 2 or 3 lots of generic boring tools.
Stuff that you have tons of on your vessel, stuff for maintaining equipment, stuff that everyone has.
Okay. Fair enough.
Someone was... Wow.
It's called flavor.
Yeah, but you can have box... Ugh. Alright, is there any secret compartments in the chest? I searched for hollows and stuff.
You do not find anything of the sort. You can see the bolts on the bottom of the chest, securing it to the floor, so that the floorboard. So you would assume that there is no ability to have a secret bottom in that.
We can search these rooms like properly later. Should we like carry the chests up to the offices?
Yeah.
I mean, some of it will just get quote-unquote searched automatically as you're ripping up floorboards and wallboards and stuff like that, so...
Yeah. I don't know how easy it will be for Braxon to strip out floors in these little rooms.
Well, you'd probably take out any non-load-bearing walls first.
I assume that we're taking like the underlaying, like massive... What do they call it? These really long boards that cover like the entire length of the ship.
That's called a keel.
Is it?
Well, the one that runs the length of the ship.
We won't get
the keel.
We
won't get the keel out.
Maybe slightly diagonally folded inwards, wouldn't they?
And all those others, you'd basically need to completely dismantle the ship to get to them.
All right.
Because that's the load-bearing stuff. That's the structural stuff that if you take that, like you can't take that out without the whole thing collapsing.
Yeah.
All right. Never mind.
So some of that stuff we can't get out because it'd just be too dangerous.
Should we take all the chests up to the officer areas and I can start systematically going through them?
I mean, there's stairs up here that you haven't looked at.
Yeah, let's go up those other stairs.
Yeah, there's stairs that all just like dangled in front of me and I've completely ignored on multiple occasions. We should go up the stairs.
How many chests can Braxon carry?
Well, if you're taking them up there, it's going to be multiple trips for everyone, regardless, because you probably can't carry more than one at a time. No,
but Braxon can send some crew down and say, we've left some chests in the doorways in this floor. Go down and bring them up, please.
That's up to you, but you'd have to go back up top to do so. So the question is, are you going to back over here to the stairs, or are you going to go explore these stairs first?
Well, they go up, you said.
There's two sets of stairs that go up, the ones that you came down, and these new ones that you have not
Let's
gone
try
up
the new
yet.
ones.
Yeah, let's try the new ones. Braxton to take a chest with him.
Okay.
There's more to explore.
Oh. Is it like a secret floor that we couldn't get to from elsewhere?
Well, there was this whole second floor that we...
Oh, hang on. I think this might be the staircase that leads to the front.
Could be,
Does that lead out to the front? Or?
That staircase does indeed lead up. It leads up to the foredeck with the ballista.
Right. Okay, Braxton's gonna he's gonna drop the chest down and call over some crew
Okay. Have them
and he's going to
cart them up to the
have
top.
them go downstairs and bring up all the other ones. Lafdul, do you want to tell them where you want the chests?
Just in the officers' quarters, on where the 2 bolted down chests are.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just gonna make that my trap searching area.
Braxon will quickly take the others to there. Say, get some men. There's several chests downstairs, like this. We want them brought up to this room, so that we can don't open them yet, because they've not been checked for traps.
Okay.
Should we explore this? And I guess.
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. So that's a large set of double doors. I'm gonna try pushing them open.
Yeah. It seems like a cafeteria or something. Like where? Oh. I think I found the storage.
Oh.
That would indeed be the cargo hold. You can see right up here is the opening to the main deck for loading and unloading cargo.
Braxton's looking at some nice looking planks.
Silly question, but is that just an open hole? Is that like coverable? Does it have like a folding hatch?
There is a cover on it. But there's a cover for it, but the cover is not on it.
We could probably,
if that was a thing on ships.
We could probably pull planks and send them up this hole.
Yeah.
So looking around, the hold is overall fairly empty. Like this is clearly not hauling cargo anywhere.
They were expecting to haul the cargo of our ship, probably.
Except your vessel isn't a cargo carrier. Yeah. Inside, you can find some spare lumber.
Ooh.
Hey!
For repairing, there's spare parts for repairing a variety of non-wood things like spare hinges for doors and stuff like that. Various tools, nails, all the usual stuff that you'd expect to find on a vessel of this type.
Stuff.
And there is also food and water.
That's good. Are we able to tell that the food is acceptable?
You'd have to do a survey of it.
Yeah.
Lever's got cooking.
Cooking?
Yeah.
But you'd have to. It would take time. It's something that would require at least an hour of someone looking over it all.
But we could take it and we don't eat it until we've checked it. What we don't want to do is eat these and find out it's chopped up elves.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what these Elithids eat.
Orc. Kobold.
Yeah. But the water looks good.
I mean, you'd have to actually open them and look at them to see how they.
Are there any spare empty open barrels?
They're all closed.
One or two.
They're all closed.
Yeah.
However, this open chamber that you came into, that is actually a galley. So there is an open water barrel in there.
Lafdul dips his pinky in and tastes a little bit of water. I assume it's just water.
Seems just water, yeah.
Alright. Seems like water to me. It's not fouled.
Alright.
Oh, silly question, but do druids have the ability to find fresh water? Is that not like a natural ability of theirs or anything? Can they tell automatically if water is drinkable?
One of the two. I can't remember the specifics. Do you have that written down, Finn?
As far as
telling if water is palatable, I guess.
Yeah, that's also part of that granted power I was trying to use earlier.
Okay, so, but is it find water, or is it determine if it's drinkable?
Identifies plants, animals, and pure water with perfect accuracy.
Oh, is it
Okay.
pure water?
Yeah, so I would say that does mean that you can determine if the water in the barrel is drinkable.
Oh, that's good to know.
Leva is quite prepared to stay here and check check out the food, because she can't cast any spells anyway at the moment.
Okay.
Saves time, I guess.
Mhm.
Right.
So you go off and do your thing. She
Okay.
checks on the food.
I see how it is, Lever. You're going to get all the choice foods.
So-
eggs and brains.
Yeah, Lafdul
So-
gets queasy at the mention of that.
So, Lever, when we separate the two ships, we're going to have a crew over here. You want to be part of that crew, so you can stay.
It's only going to be there an hour.
I said it's going to take an hour to check this stuff. It's going to take 8 hours to separate your ships.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough.
We search
Probably
this room.
sleep. You could probably sleep for 8 hours while Braxon
So
works.
there's a door over here, and there's a door over here that you probably can't see all that well.
I did this
Yeah.
one.
Okay. Okay, so that chamber has 3 beds, one clearly sized for a GIF.
Ah. Higamus, this looks like it was your captain's room. Do you read and write in GIF at all? Is that a thing? Sorry for me not understanding your culture.
Let me actually see what he has. Give me a second.
I was wondering if
speak
they...
it, but I don't know if he has read write.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
He has.
I think he has
read
normal,
write common.
common.
Yeah, he is common.
Yeah. I'm wondering if there's a written language of GIF.
Um.
One would assume so. It's hard for society to function without a written language.
Yeah, but GIF society kind of operates within a lot of others, so.
Are they all like hieroglyphic with medals and some
No.
military jargon?
No, I mean, number one, they probably use the same writing system as common, so. But I don't know. I mean, the fact that you have the elf, the dwarf, and the GIF, and you haven't interrogated them yet, Higamus would recommend not touching this stuff until you know whether the those people are slaves or mercenaries or whatever.
I wasn't gonna lead to. I was just looking for a captain's log or something. I assumed you'd be able to read it. He was acting like a captain. I assume he would still be under the pretense of writing a log.
Not necessarily.
But to rule it out.
He doesn't. Higamus doesn't want to search it until.
Oh. Alright.
You guys have determined what's up with the with those 3 people.
I see. Alright, this room down here.
Okay. The door is locked.
Oh, it's locked.
Yep.
That's unusual. I search for traps. Then I attempt to pick locks if it's not trapped.
You do not find any traps.
I ask people to clear out the way, even though I don't find a trap, just in case it is trapped. You might want to be out of the line of fire.
Yeah.
Go in the cargo room.
Yeah.
I mean, Braxon could be surveying the amount of wood that's in there, the amount of lumber that's in there for repairs too.
Yeah. That's getting here. Yeah, that loose lumber's going to be a nice easy steel stuff. Getting our crew to take that.
Okay. Lafdul, you work on that for about 3 minutes. When you hear the click of the door,
It wasn't trapped.
no,
So I said it was searched for
Yeah, didn't I just say that you... Yeah, I said that you didn't find a trap,
All right,
and then you
I
said that you were...
misheard.
Well,
Oh,
I think you
sorry
forgot,
to-
because I'm pretty sure you said that you were going to pick the lock after that.
Yeah, I said, but I didn't hear the start of the conversation or something
Okay.
when you started speaking for some reason.
Well, I definitely
Sorry
rolled
to-
twice, so...
Sorry to interrupt all, but did we tell our other carpenter to start dismantling the
Yes.
ram
Yes,
last week?
they're already
Okay.
working.
Yep, sorry. Carry on.
All right.
I poke my head through.
Okay. You can see another door on the same wall, but on the opposite side of the chamber. This is a very nice bedroom, or quarters. Plush, comfortable furniture, large bed.
Is it a larger bed?
Yes, and it is down here at the kind of at the curve of the room, the forward end. One of the walls has a shelf with a large number of books as well. And there's also what appears to be a scroll case on the shelf.
Did the GIF have a bunk bed? Sorry, I must have missed.
The
Not
GIF had a
remembered
larger
that
bed. I said that there was a
Yeah,
bed
alright,
sized for a
so
GIF.
this most likely is the fancy elephant room.
Oh, the one with extra tentacle.
Yeah. I am systematically searching for traps as I make my way over here.
Systematically searching for traps, so you're going to basically search the whole room.
Yeah. It's just gonna take a while, but if anything was trapped, this would be the area.
Yeah, it's going to take 40 minutes to search the entire room.
Yeah. It gives people enough time to count the food if they want to do other things. Start moving their chests up and stuff. Would I say I'd be checking the shelves as well, or am I only checking the floors?
You're checking the room, which would include the shelves. That does not include the door.
Alright, yeah. I'll do the door as well.
Okay, so that'll be another 10 minutes.
Hey, Braxon, we got people keeping a lookout.
Yeah,
Yes.
I hope so.
Yes, you do.
I know Braxon lent his spyglass to someone last week.
Should we get the crew to report back on us when the unconscious people start waking up?
Yeah,
Because we're going to be here a while.
yeah.
All right, what's your chance to detect traps?
95.
Okay.
One second, let me verify that.
Braxon will periodically pop over to our ship and come back.
It is 90. 90 and 90.
Okay. You do not find any traps within the room itself, but you do believe that there is one on the door lock
Ooh.
over here.
Mechanical trap or magical warding?
You believe it's mechanical.
Can I discern the nature of the trap?
You believe that it would.
It's in a keyhole.
You believe it would be set off
like a
by picking
needle
the
or
lock,
something?
but you don't think it would be set off by unlocking the door with a key.
Are there any keys in this room?
There are no keys that you saw sitting out in the room.
Did we not find any keys anywhere? It sounds. Did we not search the corpses? Are we missing
Did search
something?
the corpses, and I did say that there were keys, and no one mentioned that they were trying any of those keys that they found.
I would like to go grab the keys.
Okay. Do you want to research all of the illithid corpses? Just to double check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure we grab every set of keys we can find.
Yeah, amazingly, every single one of them had at least one key. The captain himself had a set of multiple keys.
Alright.
One you believe would have fit the front, the door that you're that's right here.
Oh, I see. You could have picked all
Yeah,
the
but I
locks
get
for
XP for locking things. I was inadvertently getting more XP for this.
No. Actually, you get the XP if like having a key and choosing to pick the lock instead doesn't get you XP.
I didn't realize that
I mentioned it last week.
Yeah, wow.
Does his
I mean,
deity
if you guys
give him
don't
XP?
write it down, make notes. It's not my fault.
Does his deity give him XP for playing a prank on himself?
I don't think he gets XP for being dumb. Alright. I'm reasonably certain setting the trap key in the hull does not set up for trap. Reasonably.
Yeah. I mean, you could try to disarm it just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, but isn't there a chance I set the trap off?
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's up to you.
If I mechanically understand that inserting the right key, then I'm going to go with the key and not disarm.
You believe it does. That doesn't necessarily mean that you are right.
When you say believe, that's not filling me with a whole lot of confidence.
And which key is the right key, since there are multiple keys?
Yeah.
It's kind of like how I say you do not believe that there are any traps in situations where I've just rolled that high enough that you missed it, and situations where there is no trap.
Yeah.
Alright, I am going to attempt to purposefully disarm it, or at least trigger it in such a way that it does not cause me harm to the best of my ability.
Yes! Yes! I need a saving throw versus poison, please.
Really?
Yep.
I failed? What
Yep.
was the roll?
94.
Oh, what's my saving throw versus poison? The funny thing is, I got neutralized poison, but if I died to it, it's going to be funny. Alright, my saving throw... My armor help?
No.
Oh, come on.
No.
It hit my finger. I got silk gloves.
You're trying to disarm it, and
I have a saving throw of 7.
unfortunately, you hit the wrong thing within the keyhole, and a small needle jabs out and pricks your finger.
Ouch.
That's a success, though, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I had a score of 7.
All right.
On the positive side,
Think of it as this way, Lafdul. You gain experience of the poisons, so you can study them more effectively.
yeah.
Yeah, Lafdul was writing a book of various poisons and stuff. First-hand experience. Do I go on a trip? Am I unconscious? Am I...
Nothing happens.
hurt? Do I know about onset times of the poisons?
I mean,
I'm going to cast
you-
neutralize poison on myself just out of...
You know about onset times, yes.
Do I know
You have
that
no idea what the
poison-
onset time is for this.
Alright, I'm just going to go over here and say, I'm going to wait it out and say I've been poisoned by something, but I'm just going to see if that has any effect on me.
How long are you going to wait?
10 minutes. During the course, do I feel it affecting me?
There's initially a little itchy sensation at the tip of your finger. After 10 minutes, you don't
getting
really
worse.
feel any different.
Can I discern my most lacking of expertise in poisons that whatever would have affected me should have affected me by now?
I mean, you can always use an herbalism check to see what, based on the, actually a healing check to determine
Isn't it
based
both?
on the symptoms what's going on. The herbalism is for concocting an antidote.
It also injected me, but it's going to be like my blood and stuff on the tip. I might be able to smell the poison.
Well, right now you're trying to.
Yeah. Oh wow. Apparently, I got no idea.
Yeah, no, you've never. The symptoms that you felt are not something that you're familiar with.
You have never encountered poison that makes your fingertips itch.
Well, and being stabbed anywhere on the fingers would make your fingers itch.
Wouldn't a druid know about these things?
Not necessarily.
Depends
It
on
would,
the poison.
and it would still be a healing or an herbalism check. Like,
okay.
so the thing is, he's basing what it is on the symptoms he is feeling. That's why it's a healing check. If you're examining the material itself or trying to concoct a remedy, that's when the herbalism comes in.
I am going to now look at the exposed Lafdul tipped with blood pokey thing.
Yeah.
You know, if Lafdul gets injected with poison in his finger, can you not just cut the finger off and grow another one?
The poison usually causes too fast.
Yeah.
Before you realise. I mean, you'd have to say you're doing that immediately.
Yeah. And it's 10 minutes now, so no. It's throughout his body if it's going to do anything. The needle actually reset itself.
Oh, right. So they're all done it.
Alright, Lafdul's going to insert the right key and see if it's already been set off at this point, as far as he's concerned.
Again, which one is the right key?
He examines the keys and makes a best educated guess.
Alright, give me an intelligence check, please.
Alright, roll 20. 13 is my score.
Okay, you believe you have the right key in hand? Stick it in and turn?
Tries. Yep.
Alright, you hear a snick as the lock disengages. You want to open the door?
Yep. Very frustrated, Lafdul.
Okay. Inside that chamber, you see there's a large locked cabinet on the right wall upon entering. And you also see a table against the back wall with a variety of alchemical apparatus. There are wax tablets with impressed lines in them as well. And there's also some partially burnt pages written in...
Really?
So, like, you can still make out that there is some text on them, but they're not
Language.
completely burnt. You've seen the language before, but you're not sure exactly what it is.
I call over to Leva. It's been like almost an hour. She'd be done in Captain of Food, wouldn't she? She had Finno helping.
She would be done because you spent 10 minutes waiting to see if the poison harmed you, and that got you to 60 minutes exactly.
I say there's alchemical stuff, and I also call over to Solas. There's more like wax tablets and research material here, I think. There was also a burnt page.
Okay.
Real
fast. Hold on. There's also a shelf that is well padded with secured jars of various substances, and in a well padded spot, kind of center to that shelf, there's a thin-necked glass flask with an amber-hued liquid inside.
It's probably explosive, so that's why it's padded, I guess.
Well, also because most of the jars are like ceramic and glass and stuff like that. You wouldn't want them to break when you ram another vessel.
Mm.
But I think that it's going to have to wait until after our break for examining the stuff that's in there. Because it is about that time.
Lafdul's, Old's had great joy at my expense today.
There's something deeply satisfying about cajoling you with possibilities and potentialities that play upon your paranoia to get you to check for a trap that you really didn't need to check for because you had the keys.
Actually, Ald hasn't had great joy
good.
at your expense today because he hasn't made you spend any money. When he stole all of Lafdul's stuff, he had great joy at your expense.
I mean, I had great joy at his expense, too, or I would have had even more great joy at his expense if he hadn't made his saving throw versus poison.
Yeah.
I will say that over the course of the next X amount of minutes, you don't feel any worse. So you did succeed in avoiding any negative effects from that poison.
Yeah, but we should look at him and see if he starts growing tentacles and turning into an illithid.
Poisons can't do that.
Well, we don't know how illithids work.
I think you would generally assume that illithids reproduce in much the same way as the things that you're familiar with reproduce. Anyway, we'll be back in about 10 minutes, everyone. See you then shortly.